Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tally CA Connect. So, thank you so much for joining us every Wednesday to upskill your Tally knowledge and learn something new. So, on that note, I'm very happy to announce that our new upcoming release is all set to go live by next month. And the beta version is already available on our website so that you can explore the features on your own. And before migrating your data, you're all learned with all the new enhancements that has come up. So today's session is also focused on the connected GST features and covering the new enhancements that are going to be live in the 7.1. That's regarding the invoice management system. So while we know that a lot of CAs businesses has been doing using IMS on the GST portal directly, but with the TallyPrime connected GST capability, you can do all those things within TallyPrime, and to reconcile your invoices, see your input tax credit, and with the entire accuracy, very seamless. And even with the new enhancements, the process is even further streamlined. So for the people who have been using IMS already of TallyPrime, you will know what new enhancements are there, as our product expert will take you through the entire workflow. For the people who are yet to use the IMS features in TallyPrime, I think it will be a great start to understand the entire IMS session and the capabilities of TallyPrime. So thank you so much for joining today. And with the 7.1 features, every Wednesday we'll be covering each enhancements in detail. So please do stay tuned every Wednesday for Tally CA Connect for something new and exciting to help you do your work even further with better enhancements and faster. So for today's session, we have our internal product expert, Deepak Tiwari. So please welcome him. He has worked very closely with the development of the new features and have been taking a lot of sessions as well. So he has the great practical insights for you. So please do put in your questions in the Q&A so that we can make sure to record them and answer them suitably. So thank you so much, Deepak, for your time. Let's dive in with what the new features has to offer. Thank you.
Thanks, Komal. Are you able to see Tally screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Fine. So as stated by Komal, today's topic is IMS, and because we have our new release in line, and in that release we have done some enhancements as far as IMS is concerned. Though we all know that IMS is not a mandate from department, still because it is a very useful flow where lots of things which cannot be handled seamlessly in a common flow, like we used to reconcile the differences or the invoices which does not pertains to a client, or there is a mistake in an invoice. All these things, if we handle it in traditional way like we usually do, and most of the professionals are still doing, the process is a bit cumbersome. Whereas in IMS, it is quick, instant, real time, and we will see how to handle the differences, and how to handle the invoices which does not pertains to our client and all. So all these things become very seamless. So I believe that most of you or few of you would already be using the IMS function in Tally, but today I'll take you from the scratch so that you know how to do the basic operations here. And in between, I will also call out the differences which we have made in 7.1, because the release which I am using is 7.1. So wherever I'll cover the 7.1 enhancement, I'll separately call it out that this particular section of the presentation is the enhancement done under 7.1. Okay, so let's start. And I have no doubt that you all are domain experts, so I'm not gonna spend time on domain part. I'll only cover our Tally portion where the technology can help you in handling the IMS thing. So assume this is a client's data, and you want to start working on the IMS. So the very first thing which you should know that we already have some settings related to reconciliation, which is still available in your current release, which you are using 7.0. And what are these settings? Let's check these settings first. So we all know under F11 we have goods and services tax, and here if you see we have n number of reconciliation related configuration. Okay, so if you are if you have a client, or definitely this is a very common case among the clients data. So if they have a tendency to maintain voucher number or supply number, vice versa, so this first setting can help you. Another is avoiding zero as a prefix. We have seen multiple clients data where the supplier has a tendency to put two or three zeros before the invoice number, but because our clients and their accountants doesn't have that much patience or time to spend on putting the four zeros before the invoice number, they usually put 1 2 3 4. They skip the first four zero which their clients have there on portal data. So likewise we have multiple options which will definitely help you in handling the if and buts. Okay, everything is matching, there is a special character missing. Everything is matching, there is a additional space in client's data. Everything is matching, but there's a difference in total invoice amount, which is a very common case in case of tedious invoices, because in tedious invoices taxable amount and tax amount matches, but in that case total amount, because there are two practices. First of all, first set of client, which is the majority one, they what they do, they usually record the purchase invoice, and in the purchase invoice itself they deduct the tds. That's why the taxable amount and tax amount is okay, but the final total doesn't match with the value which is there on the portal, which has been uploaded by the supplier. Whereas there are another kind of client, what they do, they usually record purchase with full invoice. They do not deduct tds in the purchase itself. They record a separate general voucher. So if your client is in opting second method, which will not give you any reconciliation error, because in that case your purchase is recorded with the full amount, there's no tds deduction in that. But there are a major chunk of clients who usually record tds within that purchase voucher. In that case, this option, ignore difference in invoice amount, and this feature will help you. And when you enable this feature, there are three checks basically. First, if there is a taxable amount which is completely matching with the portal data, if there is a tax amount which is completely matching with the data, and if there is only difference in the invoice amount, only in that case the ignore will work. Otherwise this line item will not work. Okay, so likewise you see the last one, which is very important, because there will be 100 200, more than 200 invoices, purchase invoices in clients data. So what we have done, we have automated some actions which will definitely help you in handling IMS easily. So whenever there's a reconciliation happening, so let's say when you download the IMS, uh, Tally will start downloading the portal from the data from the IMS portal. So wherever there is a complete match, Tally will automatically reconcile it, because at the end, this IMS reconciliation will lead to your ITC, input tax credit, your client's ITC. So whatever transactions are getting reconciled, it means the data is in your client's data, in client's Tally data, and the same data is available on the portal. It means there's a 100% match, means ITC should be claimed for this. In that case, we have given an option at the last, mark reconciled voucher as accepted in IMS. So wherever there is a complete reconciliation, there is no mismatch, there is no potential match, there is a complete reconciliation. In that case, IMS, in Tally, IMS should automatically accept that invoice, because we all know IMS has four actions. One is accept, reject, pending, and fourth is no action basically. So if you want all your clients reconciled data should be considered as accepted, you can enable this option. If you don't want that, you want to you want to take actions manually for reconciled transaction also, what you can do, you can keep it as no. Okay, so let's say as of now I'm keeping it as no. Now the second step is downloading the IMS data. So let's access the IMS report first. So for that you can click on go to, type IMS, and here you can see invoice management system. This IMS is coming. Just press enter. So currently you can see there is no data in in this report because I have not downloaded this report. The moment I download IMS from the portal, this report will start reflecting all the data and accordingly reconciliation will take place. So let's go and download the IMS first. So click on Exchange, all GST options, and download IMS inward invoices. Okay, we have two dashboards on portal. One is IMS inward, another one is IMS outward. So in Tally, we have IMS inward invoices. So if you click on this, it will give you, if you have multiple registration, then it will ask you for which registration you want to download. Multiple registrations means if your client having multiple GST registration data in one company, because from 5.0 onward we have provided this specialty. So here I'll click on download. And one thing which we all should know about IMS doesn't have any static data. It is a dynamic one. So it will keep changing. So if you download the data of April month, and so you will get all the invoices from April month, but when you download the data from May month, so there might be some chances that you get some part of invoices from April month, because that time those invoices would have been marked as pending because the client could not take the actions on those invoices. Okay, so it is a dynamic one. The moment your last month return is finalized, all the previous month data which was accepted, rejected, or invoices on which no actions were taken, all these invoices will be removed from the IMS. So that's why I said ki IMS is not a static, it is a dynamic report. Okay, so whenever you click, there is no option to select period. Whatever data is on IMS portal, that will be downloaded irrespective of any period. Okay, and that's why period doesn't make sense, and you don't get option to select the period while downloading the IMS. So the moment you click on download, it will start downloading the data from portal. So let's wait. Fine. So now it has downloaded all the data which is available on IMS portal. Now from here, you can click on IMS inward supply, which will show you the complete IMS report, or you can go to online GST activity tracker in case if there is any disruption in between, your process got interrupted or something happened. For that case, you can go on GST activity tracker and see what was the problem due to which the download process could not complete it. But in our case, it happened successfully. So what we can do, we can simply click on IMS inward supplies. And now you can see the report which was earlier showing blank. Now it has ample amount of information. So on this screen itself, if you see, the first thing which we have changed in 7.1, in 7.0 for IMS, we had three views. Okay, one was default IMS view. Second was recon view, where you can see the reconciled, mismatch, and available only on portal. Third view is action view. So if someone wants to see the data, this is the action taken on the invoices. So here the person can click on action view, and accordingly the data is now showing in form of actions taken, like how much invoices were accepted, what all got rejected, what all pending. So the splits got changed. Now it is showing based on actions. So these three is anyway in the current 7.0 release. The new view we have added in 7.1, which is books view, which we usually see in our GST returns also. So many of our customer asked for the same way like we see our GST returns, because they are very much habitual and used to of that format, and they understand that report very well. So they wanted, there was a market requirement that they wanted the same view in the IMS also. So in 7.1, we have added this book view, additional view as a book view. Now, let's drill down from here. So if you see currently the entire data which is available on IMS portal, now broadly split it into two. One is invoices filed by supplier, and another one is invoices yet to be filed by supplier. It means on 11th, when supplier filed his GSTR1, the upper section, these invoices were filed in supplier GSTR1, and these are uploaded. They might have created e-invoice, e-web bill, or they might have uploaded it because they have practiced to upload all the invoices on portal weekly. So they might have uploaded, but they are yet to file their GSTR1. So that's why these two splits are coming. So if you see the first section, invoices filed by supplier, this is a kind of uh, uh, this is a data which will not be changed because GSTR1 has already been filed by the supplier. Whereas this section has some kind of percentage that supplier may have done some mistake. He may change the invoice, or he may raise the debit note, credit note, or whatever, because before filing of GSTR1, supplier is the portal is open for any kind of modification. Maybe he would have uploaded another data on GSTR1 for the same invoice number. So in that case, portal will override the previous data and push the latest data on the portal. So these are in for this section, there are some percentage that modification may happen, but for the above part, it is freezed actually. Now supplier cannot do any kind of modification, at least in this filing month. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll simply go on action required, and under action required, you can see we have multiple splits like available only on portal, mismatches, and reconciled. So because under F11, I had this setting was not enabled. The last setting, mark reconcile voucher as accepted in IMS. And that's why all my reconciled transactions are showing here. And now I have to take the action. I have to take the action because I had not enabled that particular feature. So what I'll do, let's say I select few of the invoices here, let's say credit note, purchase, or whatever we have. I selected these invoices, click on set action status, select the status here. So I want to accept it because all these invoices are reconciled, and accept yes. So now what will happen? All these invoices will move from action required to action taken. Okay. Now if I go back and you see here, earlier all these invoices like 46 invoices were showing under action required. Now it is showing under action taken, ready for upload. So all these invoices are ready for upload because whatever action I am taking here, that has to be updated on portal. Otherwise, if I keep taking action in Tally and I'm not updating the same on my portal, definitely this doesn't make sense, because at the end, if you do not take any action on portal, it will be considered as deemed accepted. So whatever accept, reject, pending you are doing here in Tally, you have to update it. So we'll see how to send these information on portal. Under action required also, if you see here, available only on portal, mismatch, and reconciled, all these things are available. So the new thing which we have given, which was required in the market, that we have given a implode and explode behavior here. So let's say currently what are mismatch information is available here. What we can do, we can simply implode here or explode it whenever required. So what all section I want to take action, I can simply implode it. And let's say for all the mismatches, what I wanted to do, I wanted to select it and mark it as pending. So I'll select this, go on set action status, and here, because I haven't taken any action, and I'm sure these invoices are there in the book, but still I want to I want to have some time. So what I'll do, I'll simply mark it as pending, and which date you want to fill here for GSTR 2B and 3B, that you can mention here. Okay, so if you don't want to these invoices to participate in current month, you can give a next filing period date, and that's it. So now you see we have reconciled and available only portal. So now if available only on portal, I want to mark it as reject. Let's say few of the invoices doesn't pertains to me, or there are something for which I'm not sure. So what I can do, I can simply click on set action status, and here I can select rejected. So these action we can take, and once we are done with this, once we are done with this, we can upload it. Under the mismatch, if you want, let me change the status here, because before filing your returns, uh, there is no maximum limit of changing the action for a particular invoice. Once you have uploaded, you can again in Tally, you can change the action. You can set another action. Let's say earlier you had marked the invoice as accepted. Now you want to mark it as pending or rejected. You can do so. Okay. Now, if you see the third enhancement which we have done in 7.1, in the mismatch section, if you see, in 7.0, whenever there is a mismatch, so if you see the first transaction where there is an amount difference, 60 paisa difference is there, or 5 rupees 5 rupees difference is there in the taxable value and tax amount. So in 7.0, we used to put some effort in finding those differences, because we used to see these are invoices which are under mismatch. But now in 7.1, Tally will show you the differences by highlighting those differences in red color. So if you see, I can easily identify that here the differences are in amount section, and here the differences are in document section, because this date is not matching. The portal invoice, the portal data shows it as 7th May, but here in Tally we have 9th May. So what we can do, we can simply change it. So let's say this is 9th May, because portal data we cannot change. So here we can make the changes. Let's say 7th of May and 7th of May. I changed it. And the moment I change it, this invoice will be removed from mismatch, and it will be moved to the reconciled section. The another enhancement which we have made is, earlier in 7.0, whenever you do some modification, like I did, I changed the date, or similar to that, if I do here, if I change the value. So in 7.0, what used to happen? The particular transaction was getting reconciled, but was not getting accepted. Okay. But in 7.1, if you do any modification, and the moment you save the transaction, if you have enabled this feature or this option, in 7.1, if you have enabled this option, so the moment you change the do the modification and save the voucher, automatically that transaction will be reconciled and marked as accepted. So this was a enhancement which we have done in 7.1. So similar to that, let me change the thing here. So 150 and save it. Now you can see all the mismatches has been removed from here. Now we have one section where it shows few invoices which are under available only on portal. So the sequence, what I suggest, that first all your reconciled invoices are marked as accepted. Next section on which we should work is mismatch, if there is any mismatch in client's data. After that, the remaining, like we have available only on portal. So before taking actions on these, so what action we can take? Either we will have to create a voucher, because the voucher is not available, or the the invoice itself does not pertain to the client data, or client's that particular transaction does not pertain to client, basically. So in that case, we'll reject it. But before moving to that decision, what I suggest, simply click on potential matches, because in data, we might have some transaction in uncertain. We might have some transaction where the doc number or date is mismatched. There might be some data where we would have in Tally, we would have selected a wrong party. So in all those cases, transaction is there in Tally, but because there is no perfect match, that's why in first attempt that transaction was not marked as reconciled. So before deciding whether I should reject it or create a new transaction, I would suggest just click on potential matches. So the moment you click on potential matches, you can see we have two suggestions here. For one transaction, it is showing us two suggestions, where the first potential match category is based on where everything is matching except doc number and date. So if you see, either everything is matching means GSTN is also matching and value is also matching, but there's a difference in either in doc number or date. So you can see here the doc number is 98. In the below, there's another category where everything is matching excluding GSTN number, doc number, and date. Means in case if we have selected a wrong party, or if we have while creating the ledger we would have entered a wrong GSTN number. So everything is matching, but only three things may have some errors. So in this case, if you see the perfect match is, let's say this one is a perfect match because party is matching and only the date is also matching, the document number is different. So in this case what we can do, we have two options. One is manually update doc number and date, where you can click and manually enter the document number like it is on the portal. Or if you do not want to enter it manually, what you can do, you can simply click on copy doc number and date from portal. So it will automatically copy the data, the doc number and the date from the portal, and it will fill that doc number and date in voucher. And the moment it happens, your transaction will be reconciled. Now in 7.1, what has been changed? If in 7.0, if such situation occurs, let's say for one transaction, we have two suggestions. So in 7.0, this button will not work. Copy doc number and date will not work. So in 7.1, we consider this request. And now if you, in such situation, if you select any one transaction, because there are two suggestions, so I selected one and I click on copy doc number and date, and automatically it will pick the doc number and date from portal and it will reconcile. So now whatever was matched, it was reconciled and accepted. Whatever mismatch was there, we worked on that and removed the mismatched, and now all those mismatched transactions are under accepted category. Then we worked on potential matches. So under potential matches, we saw there are suggestions where one portal and one book data was showing. There was suggestions where one portal data and two book data was showing. So we selected one and acted accordingly, whatever was available and whatever was right for that particular potential match. And now we have some invoices which are only available on portal. So now we should take the decision whether we need to create a new transaction in Tally, or we need to reject it, or we want to mark it as pending, because in some cases we would have received the invoice but we would have not received the goods. Okay, so in that case what we can do, we can mark such invoices as pending, because uh, as per statute I am not eligible for the ITC. So what I can do, I can simply again I can select the transaction or whatever action I want to take, I can do so. Okay, now if you see here, if someone wants to go party wise, in the below section we have party wise summary. If someone wants to act that for particular party I want to take any action, same thing you can do here. So now all the actions, whatever actions was required, I have already taken that. After that, the next step is upload IMS. Okay, so for that, what we'll do, we'll simply click on exchange, all GST option, and upload IMS inward invoices. So let's press enter here. So whatever transactions on which I had taken actions, it is showing here. So let's say all these were accepted. Let me do some, we have some transaction rejected. And if you want to add remark, you can also add here. And let's take two and mark it as pending. Now, if I go and upload this, so here you can see all those accept, reject, and pending invoices are showing here. Okay, so now from here, what I can do, I can simply click on send online. IMS section will be updated in the GST portal. Do you want to continue? Yes. So now all the data, what all action I have taken in Tally, now I am sending the same on the IMS portal. Okay. So IMS inward upload is successful for Karnataka registration. Okay. The latest invoice has been downloaded automatically with the upload action status. So here is another new thing. So till now, what used to happen whenever you upload something, and maybe you had downloaded IMS yesterday, and today you took actions because yesterday you didn't have time, and today morning you came and you took all the action except reject pending and extra etc., and you uploaded that. So now, once you upload that, maybe there would have been some additional data would have been uploaded by your supplier. So for that, you need to have additional download action. So once you upload, after that, you need to download it because you want to be sure that if there is any new data uploaded by the supplier, so that also on that invoices also you need to take the actions. So for that, till 7.0, there was a process that once you upload, you need to download it, because when you will download, you will get the additional invoices if there is any. But there was a suggestion from the market that whenever we upload something, at the same time, Tally should automatically download the new data, so that there is not there is no additional step for the user. So whenever I upload, if there is simultaneously, once the upload is completed, after that, Tally should automatically download IMS data so that all the updated information is there without triggering any additional manual step. So that's what it's saying. The latest invoices have been downloaded automatically. The moment I uploaded, whatever new invoices were uploaded, that has already been downloaded. I need not go and initiate download process separately. So for that, I need to check IMS in supply register or report. And once everything is completed, I need to recompute the GSTR2B. Okay, so let's go to the IMS inward supplies. So here, if you in the client data, if you see, there are some invoices which are still under action required, because when you uploaded, when you have downloaded yesterday and today when you uploaded your actions on the GST portal, in between there were 10 invoices uploaded by your supplier. So the moment you upload, you will get additional 10, because once the upload is completed, or Tally will automatically download the data. So you'll start seeing action required again. It means these are the additional invoices uploaded by suppliers. So you need to repeat the same things. You need to just see so what all the invoices are matched, that will be automatically reconciled and marked as accepted. Whatever mismatches are there, you need to remove them, and after that you can go to the potential matches. So same flow will repeat. Once everything is done, what you can do, you can simply click on recompute GSTR2B, because as per the flow, the IMS would be the source uh, from where the GSTR2B will be updated, and basis that your ITC will be finalized. Okay, so once you are done with all these action except reject pending and no actions, what you can do, you can simply click on recompute GSTR2B. Okay, so it will ask you in case if there are multiple registration, then you can simply click on recompute. So now GSTR2B recomputation is successful for Karnataka registration. Download GSTR2B report after recompute is successful. So why download GSTR2B? Because we have a process of 2B reconciliation. So which is a parallel process basically. You need not go and reconcile again in GSTR2B. If any invoice is reconciled in IMS report, it will automatically be reconciled in GSTR2B also. Okay, so that's why it is saying ki when you have recomputed your GSTR2B, now it is good as a good practice. It is you should download GSTR2B also, so that it is reconciled. Okay, so because it is a sandbox, so I cannot download it. If I'll click, it will throw the error, because sandbox is designed in a limited for the limited demonstration. So, but as a user, what you can do, you can simply click on GSTR2B, and at the same time, your GSTR2B will be downloaded, and all your invoice reconciliation will take place. So this is the entire cycle of IMS: download, take action, upload, and recompute GSTR2B. In case if you have done any modification, uh, the same process will continue. Once you have done the modification, you need to upload it. After uploading, you need to recompute the GSTR2B. Once you have done and taken all the actions, there is a report which we are providing here, called ITC summary, which is there in current release as well. So it gives you a very simple representation that what is the ITC status based on the actions you have taken, what all accepted invoices you had accepted, that will come under available. Pending will come under pending category, and what are invoices which were not pertaining to you or don't want, or if there is any mistake in that you want to get rectified by the supplier, that will show under the rejected ITC if you have rejected the invoice. So this is the simple snapshot of your ITC status. After this, in case of any mistake or any exigency, whatever you say, sometime clients or professionals ask us where we can reset the data. So let's say by mistake I marked multiple invoices as rejected, and maybe I would have uploaded those status on IMS portal also. So there are two reset actions which is usually required by the users. One, how can we reset the status in Tally? Because after taking action, I have not uploaded anything on the portal, so I need to reset this status in Tally only. But in case if you have taken the if you have set the action, and after that you had uploaded, and now you want to reset the status in Tally as well as on portal. So there are two actions. So first we'll see that how to reset the status in Tally only. So for that, you can click on help and troubleshooting, and here we have reset GST and data. So under reset GST and data, we have 6 options. First is all return excluding IMS, or you can select a specific return, or you can select IMS inward. So if you want to reset the data for IMS in Tally, this will reset the data in Tally. That's it, not on portal. So you can select IMS inward. Then you can define the date period. Okay. This date period is for books data. What all transactions in the books that were impacted due to your actions taken on IMS data. Okay, so it is not for IMS, it is for your books data. So here you can give the date period or particular month for which you want to reset the data, and then it will ask you to take the backup. If you want to take the backup, that's it, or you can set it as no, and the moment you accept, it will automatically reset all the information in Tally, but on portal it will remain as is. Okay, so I'm not resetting right now because I have to show you the second portion. So this is the first thing. Second thing is, let's say you had taken the actions and you had already uploaded those actions on IMS portal. Now you want to reset both Tally and portal data both. So what you can do, you can go to Exchange, and under Exchange, all GST options, and here you have reset IMS inward action status. So if you see the description written here, this will reset the action status of all invoices to no actions on the portal and books. So on portal also, whatever action you had taken, that will be reset, and in books also same impact will happen. So if you click on this reset button, Fine. So reset of IMS action is successful. The latest invoice has been downloaded automatically with the updated action status. So what is the updated action? That is no action. Means whatever accept, reject, pending, whatever action I had taken, now all is set to set as no action on portal as well as books. So if I go on IMS portal, you see now everything is showing under action required. Earlier, few of the invoices were showing under action taken ready for upload or action taken uploaded. Okay, so action taken uploaded, this data is coming because we have hard coded few data in the sandbox. That's why every time when I download it, it automatically shows some invoices under uploaded. So that's due to the sandbox setting. So that's how IMS can be used. Actions can be taken, data can be uploaded, GSTR to be recomputed, and in case of exigency, person can reset the data if required. Okay, Komal, for IMS, if there is any query, we can take, and then we'll move to
Yeah.
the next section. Yeah.
So, Deepa, actually, there were a lot of queries. I think part here is typing in. So, if you can just look at the Q&A part and see key, which are the things it will be easier for you to show on the
One
screen.
second.
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
And some of them are asking about when is it going to be live, and is it possible that we can show how they can connect to the GST portal within TallyPrime? I think one of the query was that also. Ki, will there be an OTP asked, or what is it? Is it possible today with the sandbox currently you're using?
Uh, yeah, I'll show the screen. One second.
Yeah.
So, one second. So here, if you see, once you click on exchange, and here we have one option called GST login logout. Or in case if you directly go to download IMS inward invoices. So once again, let me close this and reopen.
हाँ, is it possible कि आप log out करके कैसे log in करना है into the portal? Yeah.
I'm showing that. I'm showing that. One second. So the moment I'll click on download inward supply invoices, it will ask me for the OTP, which will be sent to the registered mobile number. I think it is sandbox. I need to reset the login first. Reset login. Reset GST. Yeah. So if you see, sir, here, the moment I select download IMS inward, it is asking for the OTP, which will be sent on the registered mobile number and email address. So whatever username is there for your GST number, and ये username कहाँ से आएगा? For that, you can go to F11, enable goods and services tax, and here there is an option to put your GST username, API username, whatever API username you have created. You will enter that username here, and same username will be shown when you click on download IMS inward. K09 in our case, it is showing. And once you click on send OTP, an automated OTP will be delivered on your registered email number or mobile, and you can enter that OTP. Once you enter, it will start downloading. So it is the same process. I hope the
Yeah,
queries.
that answers, yes. Also, there was a question on when this 7.1 is going to go live. So, I think we do not, we have like 25th of June approximately is the date.
Yes.
But we'll also have a launch event. So, we are going to send you the invite. But if you want to explore the beta version, it's available on our website. Deepak, could you show on our website where they can see the beta?
Okay.
It's
Okay.
there. Okay, I can send the
If
link.
you have, you can post
Yeah,
the
I
link
have
here.
the link. I'm going to send in the chat. Okay.
Yeah, please, please.
Okay. And can you explain the effective date and reset again, please?
Okay, fine. So for reset, we have there are two requirements basically. Uh, you customer or user might have taken the actions in Tally, but they did not upload it on IMS portal, and now they figured out that whatever action I had taken, there was some mistakes. So whatever changes I have done, it is in Tally only. I haven't sent or synced that changes with IMS portal. So if you want to reset the data in Tally, not on portal because you haven't sent anything on portal. So for that, you can go to help, under help, troubleshooting, and under troubleshooting, we have reset GST and data. So the moment you click on reset GST and data, you will get these options. And here you can select IMS inward. And same process will help you in case if any client gives you the JSON or you are reconciling GSTR 2B, 2A, 3B, 1, whatever you are reconciling. For all kind of returns, you can reset the data from here. So if I select IMS inward, then period to from and to. So as I said in the beginning of the session, IMS, while downloading the IMS, we don't get any option to fill the period because it is a static area where whatever is there, it will be downloaded. You cannot select that I want to download the IMS from this period to this period. But here, when you reset, it gives you a period option. Why? Because it will reset Tally data. And in Tally data, we have voucher dates. So this date, April to June, will ensure that your Tally data or vouchers which are falling between these two dates are only reset. There is no impact on the vouchers other than these dates. And that's optional thing whether you want to take the backup before reset, and that's it. The moment you press yes, it will reset all the information and your IMS screen will again be blank. This is the first step. Second is if you want to reset the data at both locations, on portal as well as in Tally, because you had taken some action and you had uploaded all those things. Now you want to reset because you just figured out that there has been some mistakes. So what you can do, you can go to all GST options and there you have reset IMS inward actions. And in this dialog box itself, Tally tells you that this reset action will reset the actions on the portal and as well as on in books. Okay, and all the actions, all the invoices status will be set to no actions. Whatever it was said earlier, accept, reject, pending, everything will be reset to or marked as no action. And that's it. You need to click on reset. Once you click on reset, Tally will reset all the information and it will also download the information from the portal. And the another query was effective date. So let's say these are the invoices which I want to reject. So a rejection, I can uh, directly reject and add the remark. But in case of pending, one second. So here, if I want to mark it as pending or mark it as rejected, so in that case, the subsequent effect should be on other returns also, because IMS is not a standalone report. definitely whatever action you take here, it will impact your GSTR 2B. And if GSTR 2B is impacted, it means your GSTR 3B will also be impacted due to that action, those actions. So if you mark anything, pending or rejected here, you have to consider.
Deepak, is there a gap?
For this particular month, I don't want to take the credit. There might be multiple possibilities. Whatever scenario is there, I don't want to take the credit. So in that case, you mark it as pending for IMS, and this particular date will help you in handling these transaction in GSTR 2B and 3B. So if you mention any date other than this month, so let's say this is the transaction for May month, I want to take the input of this particular transaction in June month. So what I can do, I can put here a June month's date, so that these two transactions are showing under June months, and whenever I try to reconcile it, it will be available for the reconciliation for that particular month. So this first action will be for IMS. In IMS, it will mark as pending. So when you mark it as pending, the transaction will be carry forwarded. So whenever you upload next, this transaction will be there on IMS portal. Only the accept, reject, and no action transactions will be removed. So if you mark it as pending, the IMS will carry forward these transactions to the next month. And because you had set GSTR 2B and 3B date as a next month, so these two transactions will be available in next month's GSTR 2B and 3B. And for reconciliation, also same dates will be considered.
Okay. Deepak, one more question. So they have downloaded the beta version, but when they pressed F11 and to select the reconciliation for configuration is not enabled in their tally. Is there
Okay,
any other
so
process?
no. Yeah. So under F11, if you come to this section, these options will not come by default. For that, you can press F12, and under F12, you have to enable these things. So if you enable this, after that, you will start seeing information here. These information or these configuration will come here on this particular screen.
Right. Okay. First, should we cover the other new feature and then take up because the questions are flowing continuously? So maybe we can
Okay.
take up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next is in 7.1, we have made one change related to HSN. Let me open a different company. Yeah. So there was a requirement from the market that we have why we do not provide the list of HSNs in Tally itself, because that will reduce the chances of errors. Because whenever someone type the HSN number, there are high chances that the HSN would be wrong. Because when the HSN concept was introduced, that time most of us were confused that whether we should put 4 digit, 6 digit, 8 digit, or 2 digit. And when we started getting the clarity on that, uh, today we know that for all the SSCs we should have at least 6 digit HSN. But still there's one problem that whenever client enters any HSN, there are high chances they would have 0 as O or 1 as I, or anything can be there. Let's say digits are swapped, let's say 8426, but now it is 8462 or something. So these kind of errors are there. Now the problem is whenever we try to upload these returns, and that time we get to know that these are the errors with the HSN. So at the time of filing, when we have huge workload or extreme pressure, that time these kind of errors irritates basically. So what we have done in 7.1, whenever you create any ledger or any stock item where GST details are supposed to be entered. So let's say I create one item, and here under the HSN detail, if I click on specify details here, you see the list of HSNs will be provided. And this is the complete HSN list. And you see here 22,366 HSNs are below that. So all these HSNs are the same, which is on the portal. Now to enter the HSN here, we have two criteria basically. We have two methods. First, user can simply type the HSN, and if any HSN is not there, let's say if I enter anything wrong, then that time will this particular screen will not show any suggestion. In that case, we have an option to add a new HSN and SSE, but definitely we would not encourage that to use, because we have already incorporated the list of HSN and SSE here. So there would not be any chance where user need to add any additional HSN. In that case, it will only give you the error. So whatever HSN is required, user can simply enter it. Okay, or if customer or professional does not know that what HSN should be there, so they can type the keyword. So let's say I want to type the speakers. So when I type speaker, it gives me all the related HSN where speaker is mentioned. And if you see, there are few description which are not readable, because the length of the sentence or the characters are that much that we are not able to show this properly. So for that, what we have done in such cases, let's take it 8518. So in that case, I cannot read the description. So for that, what you can do, you can simply put your cursor on this, and Tally will show you a tooltip where you can read the description. Okay, and when you are assured that yes, this is the correct HSN, you can select it and press enter. The description will be automatically filled. Same thing will be for ledgers. So in case if you are preparing any ledger for expenses, okay, if there is any ledger expense or for income, whichever ledger require any GST configuration. So for that, you can simply select HSN SSE detail, specify details here, and same details will be shown here. So it has all HSN and SSE, everything. Now, the second part is after introducing this list. So if I am preparing any new data or any new stock item, any new ledger, in that case, there are 0% chances that my HSN will be wrong. But in cases where you are getting the data from the clients who are using the older releases, let's say someone using release 3.0, someone using release 5.0 or 6.0, anything earlier 7.1. In that case, what will happen? Whenever you open the data, there are chances that those clients would have not entered the right HSN. And whenever you upload the return, you get to know that, okay, this much HSNs are invalid. Now you have to figure out what should be the right HSN. And after that, you need to work on the data and get the return prepared. So it consumes lots of time, especially at the time of return filing. So for that, what we have done, now if you go to GSTR1, under GSTR1, we have introduced one button called validate HSN and SSE. Okay, so the moment I click on this button, I get to know this air fryer HSN is wrong. And if you see here I'm not getting any error. What usually will be the case? Okay, because till now we have only one setting here where you can set the length of HSN. So let's say if your client should prepare the HSN up to 6 character, 6 digit. So you can set 4, 6 as per the turnover requirement or as per the business requirement. So Tally was only checking the length of the HSN. Now, along with length, it will check whether this HSN is correct or not. And how Tally is validating this? Through the hard coded list, which is there, which we just saw. 22,300 something HSN and SSC were there. So because that HSN is not there in the list, that's how Tally can validate the HSN, and it can tell you where exactly the problem is. Now, what I need to do, when I drill down from here, I can see this particular HSN or this particular stock item is impacting 2 voucher count. In your case, it might be 100 or 150 or 200. N numbers could be there. Okay, so now what is the easiest way to change or correct the error? So one way could be you go here, press enter and change the HSN. Okay, one way could be this, but you need not do that. What you can do instead, you can simply drill down from here. You come to the particular stock item, click on update HSN and SSC detail. And here you see the particular list of HSN. Whatever is the correct HSN, you need to enter here. So let's say I enter, let's say air fryer or something. So let's say I selected this one, enter, and that's it. Now it will ask you for the effective date. So whatever effective date you want, you can enter that. Let's say I enter it as 25th of April and accept. Now you see, okay, so effective date which I entered, that was from the previous date because my voucher was from 15th of April. That's why it did not impact on 15th of April transaction. It impacted only the 25th April onward transaction. Okay, so that's how easy would be for you to check the HSN related error, because GSTN related error we had already solved by introducing this button, validate party GSTIN. So the moment you click on this, it will check whether the related parties are active, inactive, what is the current status. So GST related problem we had already solved. Now the HSN related problem is also solved. You can simply click here. You can check whether the particular transaction, if there is any transaction who has the invalid HSN, you can simply go and click and update the HSN, provide the effective date. So that was regarding the 7.1 and related enhancements. So Komal, we can move to the Q&A.
Yes. So two questions. First is how to check import ITC in IMS reconciliation with the books. So import ITC they want to check with the
Import ITC. So import related transaction will be there. So 1 second. Okay, I had reset the data. Let me download this. This is the data. Yeah. So here, if you see, show me the section. So if you see, these are the import related transactions. The section which is showing as IMP. Okay, so what all import related transactions are there, these will be reflecting in IMS, and if the related transaction is there, Tally will automatically reconcile it.
Okay.
And under your this report, ITC summary report, this will be covered.
Yeah.
And if you drill down from this particular section for available ITC, you can see what all transactions are participating under available ITC, what all transactions are participating under pending, and what all under reject.
Okay. So another question is, can you please show how foreign purchases input tax credit is reconciled with the book entries? Is the process same or is it different?
Oh, there is no separate process for local purchase, interstate purchase, or foreign purchase. Whatever is there on IMS, Tally will automatically download it. And if transaction is there, it will be reconciled. There is no different process for different type of transactions.
Okay. There were actually 40 questions, so Parth have answered them. So, two, three questions which we want everybody to know is, as somebody said that this HSN facility is not there in TallyPrime 7.0, as so rightly said, this is about the new enhancement that is coming in
7.1, correct.
7.1 release. Yeah, I've shared the beta link for you to explore, and the release is going to be expected to be live by next month. And uh, how many GST? Oh, another question is, how many GST are to be directly imported in TallyPrime? Is that a
How many, it means, if it is regarding the month or the date period, because and if it is regarding the GST registration, because we have multiple GST registration, the both things are possible. So if you go and here and download GST return, and under the configure, if you enter so okay, let me go slowly. All GST options, download GST return, and here we have download button and configure. You can simply click on configure. In case if you want to download multiple returns in one go, so you can select here. Let's say I want to download GSTR 1, 2B, and 3B. That's it. So all three returns can be downloaded. If you want to download all, you can select all returns. Okay, let's say I want to select all, I can select all. Fine. Now, the period. Let's say I want to download it for last 3 months. For the particular quarter, I can write here simply April to June. So for all 3 months, all my returns will be downloaded. For April, May, June, all four returns 1, 2, 8, 2B, and 3B, all four returns will be downloaded in Tally. And the moment Tally will download, Tally will automatically start reconciling it, because there is no separate process of downloading and reconciling. Only those portions where either transaction is not available or transaction is under mismatch, like I just showed key, there is a date mismatch, there's a value mismatch. Only on those invoices we need to pay attention. Otherwise, if there is a complete match, Tally will automatically reconcile, download and reconcile. That's it. So how many returns can be downloaded? If I correctly figured out what was the question, so
yeah? No,
what I
I think that
understood, that
answers
he was
basis.
asking about the returns
Yeah,
and the date period. So both things are possible. And not only this, if you have multiple GST registration, you can download returns for multiple GST registration as well, because this data has only one. That's why it is not showing. Otherwise, GST registration type option will come at the top.
yeah, understood. Okay, next question is, if we book expenses through journal voucher, will it consider for IMS versus 2B reconciliation? I mean, it only takes from purchase register or takes all the invoices?
No. For reconciliation, there is no restriction. Even if you record, and if you're recording a proper JV. So when I say proper JV means this is a general voucher. Under general voucher, we have options like, first one is provide reference number and date, and provide party details for GST. Okay, if these two options are enabled and you are recording a particular transaction, it will qualify for your reconciliation. There is no restriction that only purchase voucher will be there for reconciliation. JVs can also be will be there for reconciliation also.
Yeah. So, uh, how to reconcile ISD invoices? Please show. What's an ISD?
Currently, so ISD, input service distributors invoice process is not handled in Tally.
Okay.
So it is not automated basically.
TallyPrime entry for import and TallyPrime entry for import entry and RCM entry and duty entry. Uh, is there a
No, I
question?
think no, import though we have already covered.
Hmm.
RCM, I don't think whether RCM services are covered under IMS. That I need to check basically.
Okay.
Reverse charge services are not covered under IMS, I think.
Okay. Done. You will enter it in the month of April 26 on checking to be during 15th May. You will know that this bill is not uploaded. So shift that bill to May month by using option GST return effective date. I think it's what you showed. Is
This
that
is
the?
the answer of
Yeah,
effective
yeah,
date.
yeah. I got that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Is there any option to prepare GSTR 7 return in TallyPrime 7.1? No.
No, sir, अभी तो नहीं है.
Yeah. Okay. Is this IMS reconciliation done in Tally exportable to Excel?
IMS done in Tally exportable. Sir, what is the purpose? Because
Hmm.
you want to export it in a format of return like we do for GSTR 2B, or there is some other purpose that you need to clarify.
Hmm. I think
Because
like how
2B, there was a requirement.
is written
I
as
don't
a working paper.
working paper.
I think to maybe like screenshot it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you can do that, because in Tally, what we have given option to share as also, because let's say there's a party for which there are 2 3 invoices which are coming under coming as a mismatch, or there are invoices which you don't have physically available because that supply had never happened, because there's a mistake from supplier side. So when you open any parties section. So let's say I open IMS report, and under IMS report, let's say I open VJ traders. Now there are invoices which are under mismatches or no actions because the supply never happened. So I can share this particular screen through email. Okay. So that user know about that differences. Okay, so and in the mail you can write the description that these are invoices, supplies. I doubt that that took place or something. So if you want, you can, yes, definitely export it. My only confusion was whether you want it in a written form or a format, or a very generic
For
Excel.
audit purposes,
So
yeah.
journal thing you can do that.
Yeah. Tally. Okay, this we have done. Okay, I think all the answers are done. How to book import purchase with GST so that the IMS data could be matched with Tally. I think we covered this, right?
How to book?
How to book import purchase with GST so that the IMS data could be matched with Tally.
Uh, like usual transactions, there is no difference in recording a regular transaction versus import transaction.
Okay. The person is saying, how can you show how to do it? One second. I think it's by Mr. Karthik. Let me just go through the question once. Mr. Karthik, Excel download of screen. I think but you just showed, right? How did you, how to save that? Acha, he's asking, how can you do the exporting in Excel part?
Export in Excel. One second.
I think you must not have tried it yet. Yeah.
No, I think one second, one second. I'm showing that, no problem. Is my screen? Sorry,
No, no, it's not yet visible.
one second, one second. So this is the format which you'll get when you export the invoice, export the IMS report basically. There's a general Excel format, what
Hmm.
you see on Tally screen.
And where do they get this option in the
Normal
screen?
export. Just go to export, click
Okay,
on
perfect,
correct,
perfect. I
and
think
here
that's
you can set the
fairly
format,
simple.
in which format you wanted the output, and that's it.
Yeah, done. Okay, so it's great to see we had answered like over 65 questions in today's session. Uh, so even at invoice level, it is possible the about this exporting, Deepak.
Invoice level means, let me open invoice. Value. So this is the invoice. Now, I don't know because the invoice, why would someone export the invoice in Excel? I think we are not getting the right question. So, sir, you can connect us for a detailed discussion, something there, because export, uh, as I just showed, that export is possible, but at invoice level, I'm not getting the query basically. Because invoice level, though, you will get the details for on a single invoice.
So I think Deepak, sorry to intervene. The ma'am is trying
Uh-huh.
to say that a report where she can get invoice-wise details, not the exact invoice details, but the report invoice number-wise and something. That's
Okay, okay.
trying
So
to.
for that, we can go to this B2B section because anyway, we have to, uh, or what we can do, we can go to action voice, click on accepted. This is the status of all accepted invoices, and we can export it. So there are multiple views. So for whatever view you wanted to export the Excel, what you can do, you can simply go to that view, or if you want, you can come here under B2B because it will show only B2B invoices. Here you can go to voucher wise, and that's it. Here you will get the voucher wise split for all the transactions. So now it is up to you what format and what is the requirement uh, for which you want to export the Excel.
I think this will serve the purpose. One last question. I have filed the return of GSTR 1 and 3B of March 26 and then in April 26. I will give the effect or the date which is effective in the last year. The entry of, one second. Sir, I have filed the return of GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B of March 26, then in April 26. I will give the effect or the date which is effective in the last year, the entry of note or the debit note of GSTR 1. Is that a question or I don't get it. Can you see, Deepak, what the question?
I have opened the chat.
वो मोर में
Still
दिखे नहीं चैट में नहीं it's in the if you
अच्छा,
go in
okay.
the more it
More
will
than.
show you in the Q&A. Refund.
Sir, I filed the return of GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B of March 26, fine. Then in April 26, I'll give the effect or the date which is effective in the last year, the entry of note and debit note GSTR of GSTR 1. Note and debit note. So I think Parth is typing. What I could understand that the return was filed for the March 26. In April 21, sir wanted to generate any note, debit note or something. So while generating the debit note, you have to give the reference to the original invoice number and date. So that to definitely you will give the original invoice number and the date which was filed in the month of March 26. I don't know effective date from where it is coming because
I think
because
Parth is taking up this
Parth is
question, so
typing
maybe we
something.
can
Let us see
take.
if we get
Yeah,
the.
one question is there a voucher creation possible like bank entry?
No, sir, we are working on it. So
Okay.
we are working on that so that you can directly create voucher from the IMS report or GSTR reports. So currently it is not available, but yes, we are working.
Okay. How can we show amendment invoice one GSTR one in Tally?
Okay, so I can brief the process. So let's say in April 26, you had filed your return, and now you got to know that there was some changes required in that. So next time in month of February, when you because in Tally you have already filed the return. Okay, so what you will do, you will go in GSTR1, open that particular transaction, modify that transaction, and save. The moment you will save in GSTR1 triangulation report, you will see an error coming there. Okay. So once you drill down from there, you will see the error would be that the modification done after filing. So effective date error will be there. So what you need to do, you need to simply drill down to the transaction, click on more detail, type GST effective date and enter the GST effective date for May month. The moment you enter the GST effective date for May month, in the May month, that transaction will start showing as amended transaction. So currently I do not have the data, so that I cannot, that's why I cannot show
I think
you.
this
But
should
try
help
that.
you.
If not possible, then just reach out to us. We'll explain you.
Yeah, or they can refer to the help page. I'm sure that
Yeah,
should.
they can also refer to the help
Yeah.
pages.
In IMS, one of the customer rejected credit note of February 26 in the April return period. While filing 3B, my liability increased to pay. At this stage, how the IMS acts the reconciliation where I don't have the where I don't have the entry this April month. Credit note of February 26 in the April return period, they rejected. So in 3B,
That's
yeah.
a
I
domain
think it's a
question.
domain
So
related, yeah.
yeah.
By Parth, would you have an answer for this?
I think we'll have to check the data specific.
Data, yeah.
Yes.
There's okay. So last two questions we can take. That is till April 26, we have made the IMS reconciliation manually. Shall we use the tally support from May 26?
So, sir, there's no restriction on using the uh, 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 IMS because in the
Yeah.
previous month you had done manual. So
Hmm.
if you want, you can start it as soon as.
Yeah, and even further, a new feature will be available if you're talking about the enhancements where you can do the mismatch highlight and the remarks and everything. I think it will be available in the next month. Probably exactly, I think 25th June is what we're looking for, Deepak, or do we have a date or it's still
Yeah,
not?
we have tentative date. We just quoted that 25th.
That's the one. Okay. Okay. Any tips for next year? I think so. So actually today, usually our CA Connect, we have CAs who are in practice. So we usually answer. So today, Deepak is our product expert from Tally Solutions. So I think for the domain related questions, we'll request that please do connect with your peers, CAs, so that you get the accurate answer. For any Tally related query, we are here for you. Thank you. Okay, I think we have done the questions. Okay, एक बार check कर रही हूँ. Yeah, no further tally related questions are there. Wow, the session was like bombarded with the questions. I think GST related and with the connected GST features. Firstly, I'm very happy that we have so many questions on the connected GST capability. So we will encourage you that we are bringing in new enhancements. So please do start using it. Please do refer to the help pages or stay tuned at Tally CA Connect. Refer to our CA Connect playlist as well, where we are going to upload this recording as well. So that you can refer it to your clients also, because if your clients do the entries and start putting in the right kind of entries in your tally, it will save your time as well. So this is just it would be great that it will save your time. So please do refer to your clients, to your articles and audit staff as well. So and please do stay tuned. So next week we are going to cover an Excel based solution which Tally has come up with, so that can help you with the schedule 3 requirements of financial statements preparation, even with for the non-corporates. So please do continue to join the CA Connect. At least I will request for this month alone, because every Wednesday we are going to discuss a new enhancement in detail that will help you in your audit season. So that said, thank you so much, Deepak, for this session. It was so smooth, and I'm sure the recording will be of great use to everyone who wants to implement IMS in Tally. And thank you so much, Parth. I think we have answered over 70 questions today. So that's great from the audience part that you had the commitment to ask so many questions. And let's hope that this session was useful and insightful for you as well. So thank you so much, everyone. I'll now end the session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. The webinar video will be uploaded in our CA Connect playlist. Just a second, I'm putting the playlist link in the chat once again. So we'll ensure that this gets uploaded within this week before the next CA Connect. Thank you so much.